Welcome to List of, a place for the curious, for those who look at the world and ask, why? Today we're diving into the strange, the bizarre, and the utterly shocking secrets hidden within the most ordinary of things. Our food. These aren't your everyday trivia tidbits. These are facts that will fundamentally alter the way you see your plate. Let's begin. Fact 1. Cranberries bounce when they are ripe. It's true. This isn't folklore. It's a standard quality test in the industry. Ripe cranberries have small air pockets inside them. Because of this, they can be dropped from a height and will bounce like tiny, tart rubber balls. Unripe or rotten berries simply do not. They are soft and stay where they land. So, the next time you enjoy that cranberry sauce, know that every single berry in it has passed a rigorous bounce test. Fact 2. The average jar of peanut butter contains insect fragments. Before you recoil, understand this. The FDA actually has a legal limit for such things. It's called the Food Defect Action Level. For peanut butter, it allows for an average of 30 or more insect fragments per 100 grams. This isn't a sign of a dirty process. It's simply an unavoidable reality of mass-producing food grown in the earth and harvested by machine. You have almost certainly eaten them. The good news, they are harmless and an excellent, if unsettling, source of extra protein. Fact 3. The pineapple is not a single fruit. It is 200. What you see as one fruit is actually a coalescence of countless individual berries. A pineapple plant produces a single flower, and each of the purple petals on that flower produces a separate fruit. As the pineapple grows, these dozens, even hundreds of tiny fruitlets fuse together around the central core. That's why the skin has all those hexagonal patterns. Each one is the signature of a single berry that decided to join the collective. You are not eating a fruit. You are eating an entire community. Fact 4. A wave of insanity attributed to bread once swept through an entire village. In 1951, the small French village of Pont-Saint-Esprit was gripped by a mass psychotic episode. Hundreds of people were suddenly afflicted by terrifying hallucinations. Some saw tigers and snakes bursting into their homes. Others believed their bodies were consumed by fire, and several tragically died by suicide. The cause? Ergot poisoning. Ergot is a fungus that can grow on rye, a key ingredient in bread. It contains chemicals strikingly similar to LSD. The official investigation concluded that a local baker's flour was contaminated, turning the daily bread into an unwitting and horrifying hallucinogen. Fact 5. Strawberries are not berries, but bananas are. In botanical terms, a true berry is a fruit produced from the ovary of a single flower with seeds embedded in the flesh. By this strict definition, a strawberry fails. Its seeds are on the outside. Each one is actually a separate ovary. What we think of as the fruit is just the swollen receptacle of the flower. A banana, however, with its seeds neatly encased inside, fits the bill perfectly. So do kiwis, eggplants, and watermelons. The food world is a lie built on misnomers. Fact 6. Cashews come from a toxic family. The cashew nut is a seed, and it hangs from the bottom of a fruit called a cashew apple. But it is never sold to us in its raw, shelled state. And for good reason. The shell of the cashew contains urushiol, the exact same toxic, irritating chemical found in poison ivy and poison oak. Handling a raw cashew shell can cause severe burns and rashes. That's why they are always steamed or roasted at high temperatures before they ever reach you. The nut you eat so casually is, in its natural state, a dangerous thing. Fact 7. Your favorite jiggly dessert was once made from boiled, connective tissue. Gelatin, the substance that gives Jell-O its signature wobble, is a protein obtained by boiling skin, tendons, ligaments, and bones, primarily from cows and pigs. The process breaks down the collagen into a bland, translucent, brittle substance we know as gelatin. So that bright red, sugary, child-friendly snack has its origins in the same vats that would be used to make glue. In fact, for centuries, the processes for making edible gelatin and industrial glue were virtually identical. Bon appetit. Fact 8. Honey is essentially bee vomit. The process is actually quite remarkable. A worker bee collects nectar and stores it in a special stomach separate from its digestive stomach called a crop. In this crop, enzymes are added to begin breaking down the nectar's complex sugars. Once back at the hive, the bee regurgitates, or vomits, this partially digested nectar into a honeycomb. Then, other bees fan it with their wings to evaporate the water, thickening it into the substance we know as honey. It is a stored, concentrated food for the hive. So, honey is not like bee vomit. By any technical definition, it is bee vomit, a delicious, golden, and timeless vomit. We walk through a world of miracles and monsters, and we call it lunch. The ordinary is a mask, and behind it lies a universe of bizarre adaptations, shocking histories, and biological wonders. The next time you sit down for a meal, remember, you are participating in a story far stranger than any fiction. What shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And remember, to stay curious.